Good afternoon, my lovely people. Welcome to the Fight Withinner YouTube channel. I'm your host, Joy Smith. As many of you are already aware of, prices have been skyrocketing no matter where you go. Dollar Tree is no longer Dollar Tree, as you all know, and it's due to the pandemic apocalypse. But because of that and an increase, guess what? Most of us are on a budget. And we need to save where we can. One way that I've found I can save is by recycling my spice jars and my condiment jars. Now, I don't recycle just any jar. I recycle the glass ones. And because of my ADHD, I actually had a collection going for a while, and I finally decided it was time to get it done. So I have a jar. In each jar has water filled in it, as you can see. And what I do to recycle the jars is I fill each jar with water, and then I fill the sink with hot water, and I'll soak it for a while. You don't need oil on most of them or anything like that. I'll soak them until the water has cooled off primarily, and then I'll take one of the jars out. So what I want to show you is now how to remove the label. And what I do is I have a scraper. It's one that I don't remember where I got it, out in my garage, I guess. And what I do, and this is kind of hard to do on camera, so I just scrape it, scrape down, don't ever scrape towards yourself. I learned that working at a company, we had safety rules, and my ADHD brain just does not connect with a lot of things, and this one stuck with me for the most part, and I've learned over the years it's better to scrape away from you. So of course, always scrape down, guys. But you're just going to go through and you're going to scrape all that off, and if you have to soak the jars a second round, then that's the way to go. So once you've gone through the process of getting the label off, like I said, it might take you a couple of times. You might have to soak it a couple of times to get it off. But you can get it off without using oil. If you want to get it off faster, yeah, you can use oil. But I prefer to just soak it in the water and just do it that way. It's a lot easier for me, but oil works just as well. Once that process is done and once you've got them all cleaned up and dried, what I did, because I'm ADHD, I needed some organization skills, and plus with my son being autistic, this will help him in the future also with organization skills. So what I'm doing is I'm reorganizing my spices, and by doing that I'm actually labeling the spices and putting them all in jars with black lids, because that's my color. It goes with my kitchen. My stove is black and silver, and my refrigerator is black and silver, and of course my microwave is black and silver, so I went with the black theme on the lids. But I took all of the spices that I had that I saved that were jars that had black lids and saved those, and like I said, I had a collection of them. The same thing with the jars that were glass that had condiments in it. Now I do save the other ones. I'm using them for other projects, so I don't just save certain ones and throw the rest away, because I'm big into recycling. I want to recycle anything I can get my hands on. And that's just a part of me. I'm a Mother Nature lover. I want to save Earth. So anything I can get my hands on, I was raised that way, recycle stuff, I grew up going to thrift stores, things like that. So here I am recycling jars. And of course, it's also my ADHD brain. But I really needed the organization skills, to be honest. So I was lacking in that for a long time, and I didn't want to do, any of that. As our ADHD brains, as you know, stuff's all over the place. So I'm trying to not to do that. I'm trying to focus on, hey, I need to get organization done because then I can find stuff when I need it. And I'm not overwhelmed, I'm not frustrated, you know, because I was overwhelmed. And that's a big reason I'm doing this. Plus, of course, for my son who has autism, because it will really help him. Anyway, I want to show you the results. So that way you can see what you can do with recycling jars. This, it's kind of hard to do when you're behind the camera. I used a salsa jar. I recycled that and turned it into backup oregano. There's another jar that I recycled and I turned it into oregano that I currently use. And of course, one of the recycled jars that is now paprika. And I just put a label on it. So as you can see, that's one of the things I do with recycling. I always recycle jars, and if I can't use them, I will put them out somewhere else to use, like for the garage or for my art and things like that. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys when you subscribe. If you haven't and you like my videos, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button if you liked it as well. Thank you for watching. Until next time, have a wonderful day.